What's going on, everybody? Give me a second. Fuck. Alright. Well, this is my life story, and I'm gonna tell you guys about my life here. Um, well, the day I was born, um, I lived with my mom and my dad for about a year, and then I passed. Then my grandparents adopted me, and my parents never knew how to raise me that well. So, um, well, that'll explain it. Um, well, I was adopted um, in 2096. No, 95. I was adopted in 95. Um, and then my grandparents took me in. They had and raised me and my brother. Um, we lived in north side La Crosse, Wisconsin, um, for I don't know how many years it was. Um, then after that, we moved up to West Salem, Wisconsin, and we lived there our child life. Um, so when we moved from La Crosse, we lived in a big yellow house. It was a two-story house. Um, we used to play. We had a dog. She was a German Shepherd. I was about to say golden retriever, but she wasn't. She was a German Shepherd. She used to lay on her. We had a deck, and what she used to lay underneath it. Me and my brother used to play not basketball. Well, we had a basketball hoop, basketball net, I should say. Uh, on the there's like a building we had right next door that we were renting, and we had a little basketball um, set right up onto the wall. We used to play basketball, um, and I used to get in a lot of trouble when I was a kid. Like, uh, when I was grounded and I couldn't leave. Uh, and the only thing I could do is actually go outside, but I couldn't leave the yard because we had like a fence and all that. Well, I snuck out several times, and uh, I used to go to my friend's house down the block. Well, it's not. It was just a couple houses down, and uh, I used to hang out there. I spent a lot of my childhood there, and then one day, my friend texted me. His name was Adam, and I haven't seen him since childhood. Um, we had a friend that was deaf, and he couldn't really talk. He had to use sign language, and I know how to talk with my hands and all that. So I had a friend. My friend used to had to talk with his hands, and what we used to do was I didn't really like him, to be honest. Uh, he tried to he tried to he tried to fight with me, and he tried to I don't know, he tried to do some stupid shit, and we went around and through we TP'd a whole bunch of people's houses. We stole, I can't remember where we got the toilet paper from, and we got in trouble. I got in trouble in lacrosse and all that. And, uh, my brother used to beat me up when I was in lacrosse, when we lived in lacrosse. He never really. My older brother. I have two other brothers. Um, I'm the I'm the youngest. Um, my brother is mulatto. I'm white, of course. Um, my brother, we have the same mother but different dads, and um, see, our child life wasn't really that great. When I hate when how people say that their child life wasn't really, they don't like, they never had a good child life and all that. I hear kids saying they don't like their parents and all that, and they want to go live somewhere else. Well, to me, that is just that is just childish there. And it's like I didn't know my dad till I was like 15, 16 years old. My dad he never tried to contact, see how his son was doing. Um, I haven't known I haven't known my mom until, what was it? I think it was the same year. I think I was still like 15, 16 years. I think it was 16 years old, and I was at my cousin's house. Well, my grandpa's cousin's house, helping do yard work, and I went up to the truck, out back to the truck to put stuff in the truck, and because I loved helping my grandpa. If you guys see, I have a tattoo, a broken chain of a tattoo. I was gonna get it connected, but I decided not to. Um, what it was, I'll get to that in a sec in the middle of the video here. But the lady walked up with the stroller, and she was like, "Hey, I know your father. You wanna say hi to your father?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And I was talking to him for a little bit, and my grandpa and his cousin yelled and told me to come back, and I said I was talking to my dad, and my grandpa wasn't really. I could tell he wasn't really too happy about it, but he knew that it was my choice to know who my real father was. But to this day, I don't. It's kind of, you guys are gonna think it's kind of cruel, but to me, it's not cruel. But I don't think he's my real father. I don't have nothing to do with him. I talk to him once in a while, but I really don't talk. I don't talk to him too much. Um, and I've been trying to want to do this video for a long time, so I just didn't know when to do it. Um, but anyways, uh, after a while, my grandpa went down to his cousin's house and talked, drank some coffee and all that. And I told my grandpa where I was gonna go, and all, so he wouldn't worry and try to confine me because he would get pissed and all that. And I told him like, I'm gonna go. Is it okay if I go to my mom's house down the road? Cause she lived down the road with someone else. And he's like, yeah, just don't be too long. I was like, okay. And and then I was 16 years old, and I went over to my mom's house and all that. And my mom knew I smoked, and her words were like, and well, before that, my dad came over too. He lived right down the road from my mom, and he came over with his girlfriend, and he saw me smoking, and my dad was like, "Boy, you better give me that damn cigarette," and I said, "Well, mom gave me bought me a pack," and he kind of yelled at her, and she was like, "I'd rather have my son smoking in front of me than behind my back." And I smoked since I was 16 years old. I smoked, and uh, it wasn't really. I was like, okay, it's like pretty cool because I had friends that smoked cigarettes and all that, and so I remember some reason. I know there's a lot of people I can't remember their childhood life, but my life was kind of shitty. I I didn't really grow. I didn't grow up with my real parents. Like my grandma and my grandpa, I looked up to my grandpa as a father because he was more of a father figure than my real dad was. And um, so, anyways, every time he goes down to lacrosse, I always ask, "Can I go to lacrosse with you?" And he's like, "Yep." Well, it's like I don't see the reason why not. So let's hop in the truck and we'll go. And I was like, "Okay." So we went down. I usually go down to see my mom. Sometimes he'll drop me off and all that. And then he'll go to his cousin's house, like right down the road, a couple blocks, probably about a block. And uh, we talk and all that. We hang out. But afterwards, when we come back, when we moved from La Crosse to Salem, because there was a better school and all that. Well, during elementary school, my grandparents went to I think it was Vegas for a week or two, and my stepbrother, I was living with him for a bit until my grandparents came back. Um, well, they had to drive me back and forth to the farm to the house and all that. Well, I had in the backpack. I don't know how I ended up in the backpack, but I had a cap gun. It was like an all black. I don't know if it was a cap gun or a BB gun, but it was all black. No wooden tip, no orange tip, nothing. And then I opened it in my locker, and I was like, I looked in. Because I was grabbing my bag and all that for the school for class and all that. Because you got to get the binder and all that. Well, I haven't. I looked in my backpack and I saw a gun in my bag, and I was like, shit. Because my teacher, uh, I had to go and grab my stuff because the teacher told me to go grab it. So I did. I had a lockup. We had like this. What was it? It's not like a padlock. It's like a combination lock. Like it was like a big. There's a big locker, but I had to hide it. So another day of school, I went to the sidewalk. I took the backpack off, and I grabbed the cap gun. I threw it in the schoolyard. I don't know why I did that. I should have waited until I got to the farm, but it was whatever. And but when then during middle school, um, middle school was okay. I still got into trouble. That's when I started to get into trouble, hanging out with the wrong crowd again. And there was not much going on. But during high school year, it was getting really to the point it was getting really bad. We had a cop that worked in the high school, and we so anyways, when I got to high school, we I I did kind of okay grades, but not really. Um, but when it was like junior year, that's when my temper was getting really bad and all that because I have really bad temper. And senior year, it was like 3 weeks into the first semester. I dropped out of high school because teachers, kids that were there, really kind of pissed me off. And the cop, every day, almost every day, the cop pulled me into the office in a private room and talked to me. And he's like, "You didn't have to talk to me if you don't want to," but and he was talking to me for about an hour. And it's like, I was like, so you said I can leave anytime. I'm not arrested or anything. He's like, no, you can go at any time. You don't have to talk to me. I was like, do you want to talk? I was like, depends on what it is. Like, all right, we'll talk a little bit. If anytime, anything else, I'm gonna get up and walk away. And we talked and all that. And he was wondering why me and this girl were in the the different section of the school. And I was like, I don't know. We weren't doing anything. And he thought we were making out or something. And I was like, no, we were over there because that's where that on the other side of the school was basically where people used to go in the bathrooms. Because one part of the school has a bathroom that no one goes into, and that's where people used to smoke weed, smoke cigarettes, drink, and all that. Well, at, when I got after those years were up, when I dropped out, I was working to get those extra credits because I asked my not my principal, my the I can't remember, but she wanted uh sh- she's like, well, you're gonna come back to school to to walk across the hall floor or whatever. And I was like, no, I just want to get to high school. I don't want to go back to that school at all. To this day, I had not stepped foot at that school. And so, uh, but these kids used to, they used to throw shit at my house and all that, and they used to, they used to treat me like shit all the time. They didn't even give a shit. Like one day, my grandma ordered pizza, and I was outside and all that, smoking a cigarette and all that, waiting. Well, I heard some laughing, giggling, laughing, all that. But it was coming from the backyard. Um, I saw something fly over the house. It was like a water bottle, like a regular sized water bottle, and it flew over, and some of it landed on me. I picked it up. It was warm, and it smelled like piss. Like some high schooler took a water bottle, pissed in it, and threw it over, and I got so pissed, and I called the cops, and I was like, and I told the cops, why the fuck do I deserve for these people to throw shit at me and all that? And he's like, well, if they're not around here, we can't do much about it. I'm like they're fucking trespassing in the first place, and it's like these cops really didn't respect me, to be honest. They tried so much. Well, they didn't. I shouldn't say that. They they didn't really. They knew my brother, so they knew my brother was trouble, and so they knew I was his little brother. So um, I just got treated like shit, and since I've turned when I got out of high school and all that, I still got treated like shit. Like the classmates and all that that graduated with me treated me like shit. Even the kids that were like freshmen, sophomore, juniors, seniors, all that, they all treated me like shit. And my brother, he actually looked out for me. Like I had this bike, a really nice bike, and all that. These kids took my bike. My brother came over, and I was like, and he was like, "Hey, yo, faggots! Like, get off my little brother's bike." They're like, "Oh, he said we can ride it and all that." And he's like, "I don't care. Get off the damn bike." And all that. They listened because he meant it. And so, and it's like people don't they don't think before they do it. They just do it. And child life for me wasn't really good. And so we moved. Well, I moved one, two, three. I moved four times. We moved from La Crosse to West Salem. Um, and I moved from West Salem to Gillsville to Trumpelow. And uh, I don't know. It wasn't really. I live in a small ass town, and so uh, well, no, I moved five times. La Crosse to West Salem, back to La Crosse, south side of La Crosse. Didn't work too well. And then from La Crosse back to West Salem, from West Salem to Gillsville to Trumpelow. And now I'm saving up from Trumpelow to go probably back to, uh, fuck. I don't know. I don't want to move back to West Salem because it just brings back way too much memories, and I really don't want to go back to it. And so, uh, to this day, I I don't let them. If I seen them again, I wouldn't really give two shits, to be honest, because it takes a better person to because people are trying to just push you and pick on you and all that, because they really don't care. But bullies are gonna get their revenge back someday. Carmen is gonna bite them in the ass. And if you guys see like it's bright, then it's not. That's my TV. I'm listening to GeoRail. Go check out GeoRail on YouTube. But anywho, uh, but oh, I forgot. When we lived in La Crosse, I went to school. When I first started school, I was 2 years and 9 months, and our school our school was Summit. That's what it was called. And uh, I don't know, it was okay. But anywho, our old babysitter, I don't know if she's still around or not, but her husband, our babysitter's husband, was kind of a drunk, and all that. He really didn't care. All he cared about was drinking. And I'm trying to think here. If I stop, I'm trying to think what else happened. But after I got out of school and I moved, my brother, my older brother, he's he still acts like a damn child. He's been to jail. I've been to jail. Well, I shouldn't say jail. I've been in a holding cell at the jail for two or three times, and I'm not gonna say what I got arrested for, but I got arrested, and I haven't been in trouble with the law for 7 years. I've been clean. Uh, I smoked weed and all that. That that was that was different. But my brother was he acts like a child. He doesn't he doesn't focus on what he wants. But he's been to jail several times. He's been to prison, well, once, but he's probably gonna go back again. He broke his probation, and he did a lot of bad drugs, and you guys should stay away from that. Um, but no, I used to work, but now I'm trying to build a business and all that. Uh, but other than that, like this tattoo, My grandpa died when out of 2013. I think it was February. Uh, yeah, I think it was February something. He died of leukemia, and I had this tattoo. People are like, "Oh, you probably didn't get it for that reason," but actually, I picked this tattoo up for a reason, and it was a chain, and uh, so sometimes people ask me, "Why do you have a broken chain?" And I said, "Well, my grandpa passed away in 2013 and of leukemia. He died in the hospital, and the day though I remember when started not feeling well, he's like, Vicky, that's my grandma. Uh, I'm not feeling too well. He's like, okay. So the next day, we we took him to the hospital. He was there for I think a week, and then he got to come home. I was happy to see him home, and then like a night or two later, he said again, Vicky, I'm not feeling too well, and I said right there, I shook my head. And I, I was thinking that that's not good. Like something's wrong with them, and they're not, and they haven't seen it. They didn't know what happened, and so uh, he was in the second time he was in there for the rest of his life, and he uh, he passed. Well, he had leukemia shots, and he uh, he had apparently I guess he had one heart attack, and then uh, after that they're like, do you want us to stop giving him leukemia shots? My grandma said yes, and my grandpa shook his head no, because they didn't want to give him they didn't want him to have another heart attack, but he was suffering. The reason why he was trying to um, he was trying to push, like try to make him feel better, but he was more worried about he was worried about us, his grandkids. And I said to him, I was like, Grandpa, you don't need to worry about us. If you're suffering, just let go. Don't try to hold on to it. Just let it go. And because we didn't want to see him suffering, because he was suffering really bad of leukemia. And and I was gonna go in the room where my grandpa is and my grandma, and I walked in and I saw my grandpa was laying there with his eyes closed, and I saw people were crying. My grandma was crying and all that. Everybody was upset, and I said, "What's going on?" And I can't remember who said, "Come sit down." I think it was my stepbrother's girlfriend. He said, "Come sit down on the bed." And they gave me the news that Grandpa passed away. And I didn't know what to think of it. Um, so my mom and my aunt were in the waiting room down the hall. I walked in there and I said, "Did you know that Grandpa died?" And they're like, "No, he's not. We were just in there." And I was like, "Well, I just came from there," and everybody was crying. And they're like, "JT, that's not funny to be saying." I'm like, "No, I'm serious. He is dead. He passed away." I don't like using dead because to me it kind of sounds like it's rude. Um, so they walked in and all that. There was a priest that was in there, and she came out and tried to talk to her, and she was like, "Do you want to talk?" And I said, "No." I was just watching TV and all that, and my brother walked out of the hospital, of course. Um, it was just, it was really hard for us, and to this day, It was like I still miss my old man. Um, I remember every time I walk in the door in the house and was saying, I would say, "Hey, old man." He always say, "Hey, bozo," or something like that. And we had like a full size pool table in the basement. We had we had like two dartboards. We had not a hockey table. We had a not a ping pong table. I can't remember. Foosball table. We played that, and what me and my friend used to do is take the little ball and we fuck it real hard, and every time there's like dents in the ceiling, and all that, and it was pretty cool. And like pool balls and all that were hitting the walls, and my grandparents were getting pissed and all that. But it was pretty cool. But uh, I don't know. To this day, I miss my old man. Um, let me get. Let's see if I can. Come on. I don't know what the hell. Stupid phone. I was gonna show you guys a picture of him, but I'll have to put a picture up right here or something. Um, but he was a. Actually, no, I can't. Fuck. I'm live. Never mind. Um, when I do a video, I'll uh, I'll put a picture up there, wherever, and uh, and then not even. I think it's gonna be a year. I met Gio Rail on YouTube. Well, it was on YouTube. I saw his music on Facebook. So I hit him up. I was like, "Yo, I like your music." I was like, "Your music's shit." And I was we talked on Messenger. I called him on Messenger for a while, and he was like, "Hey, give me a call," and he gave me his phone number. And we talked and all that. And I didn't know he was making music and all that. And so my little cousin one day, um, I was like, "Yeah, I know an artist, a rapper, and his name is Gio Rail." And I played one of his music, and they didn't believe me for a second. My little cousin, he's like, "Yeah, right," and all that. And then I was like, and then he was embarrassed, and I was like, I called and he answered, and I was like, "Yo, Gio, you rap, don't you?" And he's like, "Yeah, I do." And my little cousin, he didn't want to hear it because he knew I was right. And to this day, he still does. He acts like a smart. He thinks he's smart, really smart. Um, but uh, but me and Gio, we've been friends for almost a year. I advertise his music on YouTube. Sometimes when you hear like the music in the background, or like I won't do like a haunted video from someone else's video and all that. Like you guys see sometimes, but you'll see like Gio Rail's music, and then the title of the song is because I advertise his songs on YouTube for people to check it out. Um, like hold on, let's see here. Give me a second here. Like hold on. Like this is one of his songs. I don't know by Gio Rail. Just check it out. But anywho, that's his song. So anywho, uh, I advertise his music on there. Um, and if you guys haven't checked it out, I don't have it on, but oh, and I got this. Some people think it was fake, but it's really not. I've never taken. Well, only time I take it off is shower, um, but other than that, I always have this on. Like sometimes you guys won't see it because it's tucked in, but I'll have it out sometimes. Um, but when I work out and all that, I have it in. I haven't worked out for a really long time. I put on a lot of weight because it was winter time and all that. But this summer I gotta go work out again. Um, but other than that, me and Jill have been friends for almost a little over a year. We talk a lot and all that. I advertise his videos. Um, we we look at each other like brothers, and we didn't to this day. We talk and we chill. Like we're gonna meet up. Me and him are gonna meet sometime. I've never met him in person. Um, so he one sometime I'll make a video on it the day that me and him actually first meet. I'll have to record it and I'll post it up on YouTube so you guys know and all that. Um, but no, me and Jill, we're we're good friends. But I don't know. I don't think that. I think that's all. I don't know. But let me know in the comments what you got. Let me know what you guys think of this video. Um, I put a lot of. Well, I didn't put really a lot of effort because I don't have to edit. But my grandparents, they didn't really spoil my brother that much like they did with me. My grandparents bought me. Well, they didn't buy me a TV, but they gave me a TV. They bought me an Xbox 3. They bought me a Wii. That was the first system I ever owned. No, that wasn't the first one. See, I had a Nintendo 64. I had a PS2. I had an Xbox 360. Well, I had like I don't know how many 360s I had. Um, I have a Xbox One that I paid for out of my pocket. That was like $350. It's a 4K Xbox S, um, 500 gig, and all that for $350 with the free game. Picked out what game. Um, and then I had PS3 that my grand paid like $100 for. That was my cousin's, um, and then my grandma helped me pay for a computer. Um, and so, other than that, my child, my grandparents, they raised me better than my real parents, but other than that, not much. But I don't know. To be honest, if this video, if I have, if I don't talk much, I'm real sorry because I'm tired. Uh, what happened was the reason why I'm tired. Well, I woke up at 5 this morning. I've been up since. Surprised. Because I promised my cousins I could play Fortnite on my Xbox One and all that. Before that, I couldn't sleep. I only slept like 2 hours because what happened was, uh, my breathing wasn't really that well. I was kind of having a hard time breathing. Like, I was breathing slowly, then I stopped breathing, and then I'll breathe again. And it was uncomfortable. I went to bed at around 3, and I got up at 5, and so I don't know. That was like 2 hour, an hour or 2 hours, an hour or two, I should say. And I've been up, and then my little cousin wanted to spend the night, so I was like, okay. So, uh, it was like I think I passed out around 8, like almost 9 o'clock. Um, so I passed out, and I just went to bed, and my cousin went to bed around 11. His older brother didn't go to bed until like around 4. I woke up at 5, and I woke him up, and I was like, Bryce. I shook him a little bit, and he's like, "Want to play Fortnite?" He's like, "Yeah." He stretched, woke up, came and played Fortnite, and so, other than that, I've been really freaking tired. So I'm gonna end this video. Um, Let me know in the comments down below what you guys thought of this video. And I just want to, and then before I get off here, I want to appreciate each and every one of you guys for the subscribers, all you guys subscribing, and all that. I do appreciate that. I was almost about to give up on YouTube, but my friend Gio was like, "No, man, you can't give up. It's like keep pushing your channel. Down the road, you'll grow, but it's gonna take a while." I was like, dude, you don't know how many years I've been doing YouTube. This is not my only channel I had. Um, Joseph Dipper 22 was my first channel that I had, and I don't know uh, how many years I had, but this is basically my main channel I focus on. Because that other channel wasn't really doing crap. It wasn't going nowhere. I only had like 25 subscribers. So I was like, alright, I'm gonna make another channel. It was like, I thought I was gonna do gaming videos and all that. I don't know what I was gonna do. Um, my grandma, uh, she didn't know for a while that I was doing YouTube and all that. My grandma didn't know. She, uh, she thinks YouTube isn't a job and all that, cause she's the old fashioned type person. And I was like, I told her, I was like, Grandma, YouTube is a job. Like, it's not that easy. Like, there's kids out there that um, just start YouTube and they think they can grow really fast. Well, I've been doing YouTube for like a year or two, and I was like, no, it's not that. If you guys are starting to want to start YouTube, um, I'm gonna give you guys a little hint because it's I'm still trying to grow. I'm trying to hit 100. I'm trying to get up to 1,000 subscribers. Um, my friend Gio Rail said, "What happens when you get, uh, I think was it 100,000 views or and all that and 1,000 subscribers?" I said to him, "I really don't know." And it I got an idea. If I can get uh, up to 1,000 subscribers and 1,000 views before before next before next winter comes, I'll do a whole video on me shooting my 12 gauge semi-automatic. Um, let's see. I can do that, or I can. I don't know. I have to ask my stepbrother, but I'll find someone. There's this pistol. Not even lying. You can look it up. Uh, the most powerful pistol that you can own and carry is a Smith and Wesson 500 Magnum. The barrel is probably about like that big. Not even lying. The barrel is really long. Um, you can't shoot with one hand. You gotta shoot. You gotta have your hand like, all right. Pretend like the gun is like this, right? And I'm pointing it at you guys. You gotta hold it like this, and you gotta have it. You gotta lock your arm, and then, because what it's gonna do if you have it loose, you don't have your arm locked. It's gonna come back, snap your wrist, and the gun's gonna hit you in the face. So what you want to do is lock your arm, and uh, and then when you shoot it, your arm's gonna go like this. Instead of going like this, it's gonna go like that. Cause all that power in the gun is not gonna come right back at you. But I haven't shot my 12 gauge semi-automatic for a really long time. Um, shit, I can't remember. I've Yeah, I haven't shot it since my grandpa was alive still. Um, but no, if I can get 1,000 subscribers and all that, I will go on my. I'll make a whole video of shooting my 12 gauge semi-automatic. Um, Let me know if you guys would like to see that. Um, I have I have couple. I think a couple guns. I have a 20 gauge. I shot my little cousin. Uh, he doesn't like guns. Period. After what happened, he his dad told him to shoot a pump shotgun. That was a 20 gauge pump shotgun, and he got scared of it because of the kick to it, and he got scared of it. And I told his dad that you should let him shoot my 12 gauge because it has that handle right by the trigger and all that, and it has a better recoil so it doesn't jam your shoulder back hard. And uh, he's like, how old is he? I think he's 11. Yeah, 11 years old, and he shot a 12 gauge pump shotgun. And I was like to him, I was like, kid, like, will it make you feel better if I shot the 20 gauge pump shotgun? So I shot a lot of guns in my life, and when I was working with my stepbrother for a while, I shot it. I was like, hey, is that a 12 gauge or is that a 20 gauge? He's like, that's a 20 gauge pump. I was like, can I shoot it? He's like, yeah. So we went out back, we loaded, and there was Santa Claus laying on the ground. It's like a there. It was like a light. It's like a Santa Claus that has lights into it and all that for decoration for Christmas. And it was laying there, and I pumped the shell into the gun, and I shot it, and I didn't. I had to take it off safety, and then I shot it. It was a long time since I shot it pump, and I was like, wow, that thing echoed like my shoulder hurt because I'm not used to a pump. I'm used to my gun where I can put pressure onto it, the butt of the gun onto my shoulder, and shoot it. And I wasn't used to it, but it didn't really hurt, but it was kind of loud. But I don't know, I kind of enjoyed shooting. Um, of all the years I've been hunting for 4 years, never shot a deer. Well, I shouldn't say that. There was one year my stepbrother held the gun up, looked like he was pointing it at me, and then I looked at him. I turned around. there was a buck sitting right in front of me. Well, it was I turned. Well, it was in front of me, but I turned around and I was looking at him. And I turned it back around. There was a buck sitting right there, right in front of me, and I held my gun up, put it up. I tipped it aside to make sure the safety was up. I I had to gently take the safety off for it to be quiet, and I had to cock the lever back a little bit to see, and tip the gun back to see if there's shell. There was. I slowly pushed it forward because you didn't have to. It's not like um, if you guys don't know what a semi-automatic is, it's where you just cock the lever back and you can just keep firing it. Well, I just made sure, and then I let go slowly, and my gun holds about 8 shells. I had about exactly 8 shells. Well, one in the chamber, so that's 8. And I held the gun up, and I was firing. I was like, nope. I shot it, and I was like, nope. So I kept shooting at it, and all that, and then because we saw blood. I was like, I knew I hit it because it limp and all that, and so uh, we were like, he was like, all right, we'll go back with the quad, and we'll go hunt for it. Well, we spent about an hour, I think 30 minutes to an hour looking for it, and nothing. It was like we saw a trail of blood and it stopped. We couldn't find the deer, and so we're like, all right, whatever. We give up because we couldn't find it. We were gonna spend all damn night looking for it, and so, but we did. I did hear some coyotes though. I did, and I had a couple shells in my pocket. So I loaded 5 shells into my gun. I didn't have it. In hunter safety, never walk with a loaded gun. You always leave it unloaded just in case it backfires. If free gun don't backfire, in case if you fall, well, your gun's not gonna go off and someone get hurt. But I loaded the gun again is because I heard some coyotes, more than one coyote. So, cause my stepbrother, I don't think he had any. I think he had some gun ammo, but he didn't load it. But I was like, all right, I'll just load mine up, cause mine was I was using, what was I using? I was using buckshots, no, slugs. I was using slugs, and I loaded 6 of them into my gun, just in case if we run into them and all that, and I can defend us. And no, we didn't see any because we used to have a lot of coyotes on our farm. Um, so we didn't see any. So we got back up to the farm. I unloaded the gun and all that. Took the shells out, put them back in the box, and cleaned the gun. And after that, we just I think we just hung out and all that. But yeah. But if you guys like these videos, let me know in the comments. But like I was saying, if I can get 1,000 subscribers and all that, I will go and shoot my 12 gauge semi-automatic, or I do have my bow in the uh, at my house here. Um, or I'll shoot my bow in my backyard, show you guys and all that, set the target. Um, my bow is actually really powerful. Um, I put like 4 big box. There was like one big box, medium box, small box, and another one smaller box. It went, and then I put a big giant log, wood in the middle of it, so it would go through. Well, it went because I didn't know if it would go through, so I shot it. It went through all the boxes, and it got stuck. The arrow got stuck halfway in the wood. The wood is about like like, just if you're facing like this way and all that, this is how long the wood is, how fat it is. It went through, all the way until into the middle of the wood, and uh, I had to break the arrow off because I could screw the tip off, but I still couldn't get the arrow out. So I broke the arrow. And I was like, all right, that ain't, well, it's whatever, because it's like $2 to $5 for an arrow. So I was like, oh, that's whatever. But I have an arrow. I still have like one or two arrows left. Um, my friend broke one of them. She was a dumbass. I should charge her for it, but I don't care. 'Cause I still don't shoot it. So, I don't know. Let me know in the comments. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys for subscribing. And I'm gonna, since you guys are subscribing and all that and watching, I'm gonna do daily uploads. There'll be 1 or 2 days I won't upload because there's sometimes I'm gonna be busy and all that, and I gotta pay attention to my girl too because I gotta give her attention too because she'll get all pissy with me. I shouldn't say that, but uh, I gotta show her attention too. So, but and I got a dog I gotta take care of, and my grandma gotta take care of, and plus I got a business I'm gonna have to be running. So this summer, if you guys don't see me uploading like every day and all that, it might be like 1 or 2 days. Don't worry, I'll upload at like after the second day. I'll upload another video, but I'm gonna be working a lot, run my own business. So, but I promise you guys, I'm gonna be, I'll do, I'm gonna be uploading every day. Still not gonna stop me. But that's an if it happens. Like if you guys don't see it in a vlog, like today I was trying to edit a video, but something was going on with it, and I was like, fuck. Like I don't know if I'm gonna be uploading. I'm like, I need to try to figure out how to upload a video because I've been uploading every day for you guys, but I just can't figure out. I gotta figure this out. Um, Cause I save it after I get done editing the video. I just can't find it in the files, and it's like it was like never there. Well, like the video, I see the video, but it was not edit. The video wasn't edit. So I gotta find that. I'm not gonna find it today. I got another video. Um, I'm gonna try to do it, upload it tomorrow if I can find it. So you guys will have another video that I've recorded today already. But I'm gonna have to try to find it and watch it all over again. Make sure it's all edit and all that. The quality, the sound, I shouldn't say quality. The sound might be a little shitty. I don't know why. But other than that, I'm gonna have to try to upload it tomorrow if I can find it. But I'm gonna get off here because I'm gonna be getting ready to go to bed here soon. My girl texted me. I gotta answer that, and so I'm getting really damn tired, and so I'm gonna get off here. Comment, subscribe, hit that like button. Let me know in the comments what kind of videos do you want me to do for you guys to see. Um, If not, I'll just keep doing the videos that I've been doing before, of reacting to people like Omar or Oh My Gosh TV or Mo Sargent or J Nations or whatever. Let me. I'm using my TV as light because I don't have light yet. My light's up there in my closet. So. Just let me know. Other than that, I'm going to get off here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys